Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Majesty, the Fantasy Kingdom Sim. So today we're going with a level that a lot of people were complaining about having a bunch of problems with. And joining with me on this incredible bumpy journey.
Hey everybody, it's the Last Robot Guy here, and after the wild ride we've had for the last 2 weeks, I've done absolutely no research, and I'm going to be phoning it in.
And I'm Orv, and I don't know what you're complaining about. There's no black phantoms, there's no two-headed dragons, there's just stop bitching.
There is, of course, an eternal earthquake at the end of 30 days. And rock golems everywhere. You know, I'm sitting here just like the Buzz and Woody thing right here, Orv. And I'm Buzz, and you're Woody, and it's rock golems.
I get
rock
it, I know
golems
the
everywhere.
Dude, this is baby times. This is bullshit.
Who am I? There's no one in that picture.
No, you're Rex. You're Rex.
I'm ceasing to exist, guys. I'm ceasing to exist.
Majesty, your populace is ill at ease. We rest on the edge of KROLM's anvil, an ancient battlefield. Since before recorded time, this place has lain desolate. It is said to be haunted by the spirits of those who died here, and many fell creatures lurk in its shadowed barrows and hills. Rangers consider it one of the most dangerous regions in all of Ardania. It is said that many ancient and powerful artifacts lay scattered where great heroes perished. Regardless of the danger, the recovery of these items would demonstrate your resourcefulness to the inhabitants of these cold northern reaches.
Your weekly reminder that rangers are shit.
Particularly in this mission.
Well, if something sneezes on them, they die, so, like, I can totally understand why this place would be extra dangerous to them.
Oh man. So yeah, there's a lot of wrinkles in this mission. So the first thing is that to win, we need to find and destroy 6 ancient barrows. Now, everything's a little bit different because guilds can only support 1 hero apiece, but they start out with at least level 10 and possibly as high as level 15. And those barrows, I don't want touched right now. Because bad things with a capital B and a capital T happen when those barrows go down.
Well, at least you've got what I didn't have in Wrath of KROM, which is a Sorcerer's Abode, in order to change of heart everybody.
Incidentally, we really can't get away from KROM being an asshole to everybody in these last couple of weeks.
Well, we are trespassing in KROM lands. Let's face it. This is KROM town, and you know, we've walked into his territory. He's not come swanning into ours, flexing muscles and you know, doing a regular Pillarman routine.
KROM is definitely not cromulent.
Boom. I've got to throw up respects to that one.
Yeah.
Anyway, just real quick. You saw that like big white structure come up. You haven't really seen those in this LP yet because that's a gazebo, and you get one of those for free when you build a Royal Gardens. The thing is that they act like a inn that does not produce money and does not take money from your heroes. So, you know, I would much rather just build a bunch of inns because I'm going to need a whole hell of a lot of money in this stage.
Yeah, that seems like a really strange choice for, like, a building. It's like, hey, you know, everyone hangs out in there. You don't get anything out of it. Nothing happens. I don't know.
It seems like one of those things that was just kind of thrown in because it looked right.
Someone drew a gazebo and they went, why not?
I mean, that's pretty much gazebos, so...
Oh god. Oh, hey. So yeah, this is why it's good that you start out with a temple to Helia, because holy crap, my favorite ladies are like the only people who can hold back the tide early on.
So, I don't remember much at this point, specifically about this game, but also about anything. Is this the snake mission people have been bitching about?
No, that is Valley of Serpents, which will actually be next week.
Okay.
Spoiling it, but
look,
whatever.
Motherfucker, they've all been talking about it. They all know. And
No,
also,
I'm doing
there were a
that
bunch
one
of-
next week. It's
there were a bunch of snakes.
it's enough. It's enough to give Indiana Jones a heart attack. But fortunately, I don't have a pathological fear of snakes. So yeah. Anyway, the traditional way you would think about going about this is to build a bunch of guilds and get a bunch of heroes, and then just go tromping all over the wilderness to demolish the shit out of everything. And in normal circumstances, that would work fantastic. But you're on something of a time limit here. At 30 days, the game will start spamming earthquake spells as per the Sorcerer's Abode on not only your palace, but any outposts you have. So that will shake them to the ground, and you will lose the game. It is absolutely guaranteed. So there's no getting away from that. And you just saw a dragon rolling around and a greater Gorgon with you know, a whole posse of lesser Gorgons. And that's only the start of what's out there. There's... What the hell was that elf doing? Just performing as a bard at a freaking trading post. Didn't even know they could do that. Anyway, you're like also constantly under attack from random goblin influxes, and there's just like rock golems everywhere out there. All of the barrows, their random spawn is rock golems.
So naturally, the true solution is to build as many places filled with alcohol as possible. We are like, I'm just looking around, and we have more inns than houses.
Yeah, and
I mean,
I need
if
lots
you-
of money.
If you want to rule Glasgow, that's your prerogative.
Keep that comparison in mind for the end of this episode, would you please?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
so I'm also like explicitly not building rangers for two reasons. One, they suck and will rarely get much of the map revealed, and number two, if they reveal more barrows, it's another place for my Solaris to go get a bright idea about attacking.
Yeah, not until you're ready. At the very least, I suppose wizards will be useful now because they'll actually pop out. You know, not wizards at level 1.
Yeah, well, that's not really the reason that I'm building the Wizards Guild. Anyway, so now I'm just I'm figuring, okay, I'm dumb. I'll give this a shot. But yeah, if I can't rely on wizards, I need to rely on farseeing. So
you need to rely on Farseeing.
yeah. So this is basically how I'm going to explore the map. I'm going to Borg the entire freaking place with wizard towers. Wizard towers as far as the eye can see. So the only thing I need to do is make sure the home base is covered, and make sure that that I have enough money to keep throwing down wizard towers. The interesting thing about this mission is that the embassy and the outpost can both support multiple heroes still. So if I just open the embassy and build an outpost, I'll have like 8 heroes all over level 10, which should be enough. Pray to God.
Yeah, well, the world isn't exactly fair and nice and cute and adorable out there, so I suppose you gotta do it how it may. I don't remember how I did this particular mission, but that's a running theme with me, to be honest, so...
Oh god, there's the first of many.
The first of many. The Wheel of Cool Guys Kingdom in Rubble Club.
Oh my god.
Here.
First up his name. Huh.
No, wizard! Wizard, no! Huh.
That was effective, briefly.
I actually found a use for invisibility.
Your Majesty, a new building is complete.
Spend that money, motherfucker.
There we go.
That was Hollywood could not have planned that one better.
Mhm.
Oh boy. So yeah, just when we were talking about Borging the map, this is what Borging the map is gonna look like. Just you know, and of course the ranger manages to do exactly what I thought he would do: walk nowhere and then die. Good times. Oh gracious.
Your Majesty,
Sure.
a new building is complete.
Yeah, actually, the embassy recruited 2 dwarves to start out with. I was just like, all right, I can deal with that. They're tough little bees, and they like to hang around. They like to hang around base. Ow. I have no idea. I have no idea why that's the case. Pretty much everything in this game is relatively sedate and pretty calm, and then there's the supercharge effect. Oh my god.
Your Majesty, a new building is complete.
It's worth noting that one of the little exploits that they fixed in Northern Expansion was you have to build wizard towers under the influence radius of other wizard towers. So, and obviously that gets wider when you're doing supercharge. In the original, you could just like leapfrog it with wizard towers. Or with supercharge, and you could use like half as many wizard towers to cover the entire map. They fixed that in Northern Expansion.
Why are you doing this?
Because I have trouble counting. Okay.
Okay.
I'm trying to keep track of like a million variables here, and the number of barrows that I've found is not always top of my list.
How do these bears feel about all of these hands just coming out of the ground around them?
It amazes me that nothing really gives that much of a shit about wizard towers just sort of popping up everywhere. So I want to draw you guys' attention to something in the bottom left, Mrs. Combustia Knightsbane. I'm not watching her right now.
And she's whacking a barrow, isn't she? And there you go.
Oh god. So yeah, what happens when you pop one of the barrows is it spawns an absolute hellstorm of enemies and triggers a earthquake around your palace. And since I wasn't expecting this, I'm just like freaking panicking right now because trolls everywhere.
Troll in the dungeon.
Yeah, the enemies that have never really been that much of a threat are now in extremely large numbers, and your buildings are already like damaged and on fire. So it's just like, uh-oh, a little uh-oh.
Well, yeah, the thing that embarrasses me most about this going back and watching is that I completely forgot that I had Lightning Storm from Wizards Guild. I totally could have saved my marketplaces if I had been thinking clearly, but I completely wasn't.
Yeah, see, that's my go-to. That's the very first thing I say, group of enemies, and I just go, summon the wizard!
Now, me, I was just like, a little bit of fireball. Oh, okay.
That'll do. I'll let the palace guards do the rest.
Apparently.
That could have gone worse.
It could have gone a hell of a lot better. Losing both of your level 3 marketplaces, that hurts quite a bit.
I assume it's not trolls every time.
No, it is not. Each barrow has a
progressively worse shit.
Yeah, it's got a predetermined. It's got a predetermined monster that it vomits out, and it basically depends on which barrow you pop, and you never know until you actually go and pop it.
So this troll in a box.
Yeah, there's always one that spawns really, really close to your castle, and that one's almost always trolls. One time it was minotaurs for me, but it's almost always trolls.
Minotaurs, you would remember to lightning attack them.
Well, I probably would. You know, that's sort of been a theme.
Yeah, this like little floating, disembodied me head just going, cool guy, lightning the minotaurs. Also, get me stuff.
Beef, it's what's for dinner.
Nice stuff.
You can't cut Lightning Storm funding. You will regret this.
Anyway, so I'm not. You can sort of figure out where the barrows are if you're using some meta clues. Like if you see a bunch of rock golems around, like right here, you know that there's a barrow nearby. So I like immediately intensified my search there. So I've got 5 of them, and it's at 23 out of 30 days. So I feel like I'm doing okay at this point. But it's always that last one. It's such a pain in the ass to find.
I thought it was 6. Is it 7?
No, it's 6. Did I never mind.
You already killed one, so...
Well, yeah. And
Oh,
so
you're counting the... Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I'm counting the one that that the Solaris popped. Ow.
Yeah, where is this coming from?
Yeah, feel free to mute that in post, by the way.
That's not a barrows. That's a
I feel like
spooky house.
I feel like we've done such a good job with this LP, someone has to suffer.
Why couldn't it be something whimsical like boy?
There's plenty of that when the Greater Gorgons are around because they actually have the petrifying sight thing. I almost went inappropriate with that, but I reconsidered at the last moment.
Well, I'm sure everyone can use their imaginations.
Oh my god. So yeah, I've got what, like 20 some odd wizard towers now, just sort of rolling. Oh great. God damn it, Rock Golem. Why you do this? What?
This is pretty good. I like this.
See, this is what was basically happening to me in Wrath of KROLM as well. Like, I would be like trying to like rebuild all of my stuff, and then like I just hear KROLM, and I'm like, they knocked down another fucking barrow, didn't they? Another altar just went down. Oh god.
There's nothing about this I don't love.
So, much to my shame, this is where I remember I have Lightning Storm, and of course it's against Medusae, which have fantastic resistance.
Oh well.
I'm bad at everything.
It's not like you can summon like a giant swarm of ballista shots or something at them.
Yeah, there was a while I debated on just having dwarves instead of elves here, but you really need like every freaking gold piece you can muster.
Now you're on the clock.
Also, it's really funny when broken sewer mains get spawned like way out in the freaking wilderness.
Quite a few of them.
Well, yeah, I mean, as much as I have like dudes around, I mean, there's still like the random incursions are still very, very fierce.
What are the stats on these relics? Last time we saw relics, they were pretty good.
They are really good, but the problem is that your heroes end up very rarely picking them up because shield your ears. Because they have to be unmolested, right? They can't be in combat. They can't be, looking for a fight. And once they pop a barrow, then there's like a million dudes all around. But usually it does something like plus 20 all defenses, or gives them an offensive attack spell or something like that.
Well. It's only a matter of time.
Yeah. The thing is that I've got to destroy those things using lightning bolt. That's the most cost-efficient thing you can do. So I'm still going to need on the order of about 30,000 gold. You can see how close I am to that.
You'll be fine.
What could possibly go wrong?
Last time I heard that, it was from Bubsy, and everything went wrong in that freaking game.
The entire franchise went wrong.
Yeah, well, I remember actually liking Bubsy 2 when I was a little kid, but then I went back to it when I was an adult and was just like, how the hell did I ever like this game?
Yeah, we're all stupid at some point.
Yeah, well, I'm stupid all the time if my performance in this. Oh God. So yeah, I'm like checking all of my things and trying to be a good little nerd, and then I realize that some asshole has destroyed my Wizard's Tower network over one of the barrows.
Yep, was watching the golem doing the smackaroo. It was a golem and a dragon.
Oh God! And now I'm just like, oh my God! It's like it's 28 and a half days. I've got about a minute and a half to start blowing these things up before. God bless it, dragon.
Dragons, always dragons.
It's just the worst. Everything about them is the worst.
Dragons are taking a break from the car to fuck you. Google that if you haven't.
freaking dragons! Stop destroying my network! I mean, on the upside, you don't need... It's not like, you know, pylons from StarCraft or something like that, where you need a consistent and unbroken overlapping radius. You just need a wizard's tower out there. So if he destroys an intermediate tower, that's no big deal. But still, making me very nervous. So, yeah.
30 seconds.
30 seconds. Fuck you, dragon!
The dragon's like, no, fuck you.
Yeah, he's not having any of this. Okay, so I got the 30k I needed, let's rock and roll!
Zam zam, zippity bam.
See, this is what I was suggesting you do for spires.
Yeah.
Oh god. Oh god, and it's 30 days! I can barely control my cursor!
We have...
It's like that one Army Man level. Up. Here we go.
Everything dying!
We win!
Yes!
Everything's falling
Just
over,
barely.
but we win.
Yes. Oh my god. Oh my god. So yeah, I'm just sitting here breathing it out.
Your heroes have recovered many amazing artifacts, including Stoneback's Shield of Might. The energies of this powerful shield have thrust the corrupt spirits of the Anvil back into the ether. Already word is spreading from village to village of this great feat.
So it's a shield that doesn't work when surrounded by a bunch of rock.
I'm guessing so. But yeah, so let's see what happens to this place.
Because you know. Well, that
Yeah,
is.
it seems alright.
Yeah, no, that seems fine. Looks like
Not
looks like
much we
everything is in
complain,
order. Everything is in order.
Your Wizard's Guild is still up.
Yeah, I at this point I'm just like, no, I'm letting this run.
Use the
I'm letting
lightning
this run.
storm, cool guy.
I could, but by the same token, this is Glasgow.
Yeah.
It's like no one
Yeah,
will
you're not
ever
wrong.
know we were there. Except we've increased the Minotaur population like 1,000-fold.
The Minotaurs are all Arsenal fans.
The day is lost, Majesty.
Everybody
but
just
there's always
completely
tomorrow.
tearing everything down.
There's just one healer standing there. Oh.
It's always tomorrow.
Yeah, my legendary heroes did fail to raise the ancient barrows. They legitimately did.
But
I did it
thankfully,
myself.
thankfully, the Wizards Guild sorted that problem out for you.
Oh my god. So yeah, that was... I don't think I could have cut that one much closer. Oh my god. That is also probably the only time you're going to see the defeat screen in this Let's Play. But I just... It was almost cathartic to see it burn to the ground.
Very cathartic thing. Everything I worked hard on immolates under a sea of like angry monsters.
Yeah, well, let them have one. It means that they'll keep playing.
Those rubble textures were really good.
Yeah, they actually were, and it's also worth noting that, you know, even after everything burned to the ground, it was just like this nice flat plain instead of like this swampy nonsense that we had originally started out on. So we still did some good. That's who am I kidding? Everybody is dead.
I think it's sort of a fairgrounds and just idling it all day. A Minotaur fairgrounds. Judging by the logic, I'd assume it has 2 hobby horses and a trapeze.
I mean, I was going to say like some sort of archery target because we all know that Minotaurs are into archery, but you know I think that's just as good.
I really don't appreciate that reference.
Well, get over it. Anyway, so next week next time we will be going after Valley of Serpents, which is the one that apparently everybody's been complaining about. I don't know. I love this one actually. It's a non-stop slobber knocker from the get-go. So I will be up on that one again. And until then, folks, I've been Cool Guy.
The Lost Robocut.
And I've been Orv.
Take good care of yourself, folks, and don't destroy any hobbit holes without seeing what's under there first.
Unless you use lightning storm.
From a safe distance.
Do it at point blank, it'll be cool.